Okay, these are all this year with the exception of a few at the end. Play.
I just made this video and they snatched it right off the phone. The last time they did that was when I was in California. That quick, they've done things, but that's the quickest like as soon as I make a video, they took it. So anyhow, I was saying that I wanted to give an example of how they're manipulating reality. Um, they're acting like, because I have so many looks, they're acting like I'm a different person. You know, um, aliens, robots, possessed individuals do not have facial recognition. But you have to understand that the only people that are showing up as far as stalking me goes is agents. They have access to too much technology not to know who I am and my wide array of looks. They have access to all of that. Um, so it's an entity of a government that keeps pretending they want me to think that they're getting someone else to do this stuff. They're getting someone else to do this. They're getting someone else to do that. That's a lie. I want to give you an example though of what they're doing. For I told you they're responsible for shaping the perception of others. So I took some screenshots from my videos to show how different I look in some of them. And when you consider what they have access to, what you can do with the photo, how you can change and manipulate a photo, they're making me look like different people.
Right now they're blowing it a little bit.
They're talking about how right now facial recognition is not working on the phone.
They're blurring these out.
They're talking about how right now facial recognition is not working on the phone.
Okay. The start weight was 187. So when I weighed myself earlier, yesterday they put a pound on me for no reason. And just now as I was laying down, it's 1:35 a.m. I still haven't got any sleep. And they're injecting fat into my lymphatic system. They changed the way that it feels to try and get me to not pay it any attention. But as it's taking place, oh, see how that works? They're a bunch of extra dumb bitches. Right now they're admitting to how mentally challenged they are. Right now they are having sex with and putting a fat injection into the clone. The fat injection is taking place on my left thigh. Bunches of jealous hoes with complexes. Y'all are a complex. Okay, it's 1:57 a.m. They're mad too, because they can't place me near Summa Hospital to support the lies that they've been telling. And the other thing, you see how the weight is still going up? They're injecting fat. And the other thing was that I just cussed them out real bad. Like, I'm talking about, I tore them down so bad that they felt it behind the mask. And when that happens, you know, imagine like the worst form of a jealous female. Like, just the worst type of thing that a female could ever be. That's what these Satanists are. And oh yeah, that's something else they were talking about. They were talking about how they are the ones that are going to be posing as the newscasters. And but they were attacking me. You know how that goes. That's always how it starts. And when I defend myself, you know, they want to get sensitive. You can see right here where it's kind of red. That's from where it's not even my arm. My arm is under, like, bent and folded into the pillow. They're making my pillow so hard that it's making my face red. They said that the police is back. I threatened to call the police on them. They said that the police is back in the same place as those other people, whoever those other people, aliens, are. Right now, they're also talking about that they gave me some sort of disease. As you can see, my arm is breaking out. This isn't even really good. Where they're giving the fat injections, there's a mark. However, they were giving them in my thigh too, like both thighs. There's no mark though, other than the other stuff they've done. See, like this, these small black dots, these little white marks where melanin is missing. Yeah, none of that was there. They're mad because they said my skin is flawless. I'm an angel. What do you expect? Okay, it's 2:17. It's still been going on, like the vibration that I get in my thighs when they're administering the fat injection into the lymphatic system. And it normally takes place right away. But there has been occasions where they will do it and then it won't manifest until it's kind of, it's like a physics thing. It doesn't manifest till the next day. At the end of that video, they blacked the screen out. You can still see it moving a little bit, but they injected up to 193 that night. So that's 5 pounds. Oh, something else to note is that I had under 500 calories today. like when I ate. Yesterday it was just a little over. The day before that it was just a little bit over. But you saw that on my end of my roll up, I believe. But they just injected when I woke this. Yeah. What's happening? Sometimes I wake up and they've opened this completely up. So it becomes like a moist area, an open moist area. Two new marks overnight on this side, and over here, where did it go? Two other marks. Another mark. And behind the thigh. The nails are growing about a quarter inch above the nail bed. It's disbelievable. This light is kind of throwing it off. I'm trying to show all these marks, all these dark marks. That's deception. That's deception. This wasn't here at around 8 this morning. It's noon now. This is what I just pulled off of my foot. I just pulled this off my pinky toe. And they've been this issue is like a fungus issue that I have with my pinky toe, my left pinky toe. It occurs on and off. It's been happening since I was probably 2021. It came from right here. And this is, like I said, it's been taking place since I was 2021. But normally all of this will like just open up. And I normally combat it with baking soda. But I wanted to talk about my nails. They're not painted right now, obviously, because they're keeping me from getting to it. But I want to talk about how dark my nails are. This one, they're growing underneath. This has never been that thick. And they're starting to grow underneath. Now, I took note, it's been about a month and a half ago, of what was going on with this toe, because I could feel them. They stuck a needle right in it, like right in it underneath the nail. And for days, it was in pain. And I'm going to show you the change that I've noticed since that took place. But these two are darker than they've ever been. Normally, they look like healthy nails, but now they look like nails that are being attacked. I told you my cousins and grandmother's feet were similar. Uncles, same thing. Real dark, and sometimes they let them grow out really, really long. Like, they can't do anything. Like, I'm the one that normally clips their nails. Now, what I've noticed since they did this is the toe that I injured in Iraq. The nail never grew back correctly. Since then, it's just been kind of eating itself up. And as you can see, all of this is dead nail. Like, I'll eventually pick it out, or do something to clean it up. But since they did that, this has all just been opening up. It's like it's creating a nail underneath. This is about them. They're not as bad as they normally make them right now. I suppose I told you, this is one of those things that solves itself. They'll put a lot of dead skin on and then they'll take it off. And right now, as you can see, there's not an excessive amount. Today they broke my nails. As you can see, they were starting to grow. And when I took notice of them growing earlier today, they broke this one, this one. They broke that one the other day. This is a burn mark that they put on. It's starting to clear up. This has gotten darker. And they've darkened my legs, my thighs and legs. I don't have any lotion on yet, so you really can't tell as well. But you can see that some of the bruises are still there. And then these dents and marks that they put. But they really darken my leg. And it's more so in patches. It's kind of blotchy. But this camera isn't showing a good picture of that. Yeah, this camera isn't capturing it. But you can tell down here it looks like it's been burned. Okay, so this used to be, I might still have some old pictures of it. I probably already put it on the internet. But you can tell like this isn't showing well. These were a reflection of the needle marks from where they were putting needles in my foot, or the cones foot. It was manifesting on my end and leaving marks. But now it's kind of turned. They added a rash right here so that it blends in with this and it all appears like it's a rash. But this right here was all needle marks. I wonder why you can't see it so well on this. Because up close it's obvious that that's what it was. And they're bruising up my thigh. It's mainly right in here. Look at all this damage. So, no, the last time this happened, this just happened like a few days ago too, with the lip thing. But this time it was following a fight that I had in the spirit. I told you those things that we imagine show up on the screen. Like they get, it's interpreted. So whatever you imagine, they have a way of seeing it. If I spell the word out, they can see it on the screen. If I jumped on someone, they can see it on the screen. Yeah, imagination, they're able to see. So following, they did this to my lip. And it hasn't went down yet. Every time I beat someone's ass in a simulated dream, they swell my lip. It's been this side in the past, but now it's this side. To show how they were attacking the teeth where the claps was on. It just colored on. That was not there. And that took place in like a matter of a day. It wasn't there yesterday. They broke the partial yesterday. They just put this on my hand. They used to do this ever so often. Sometimes they do it like soon as it heal, they split it again. They just did it today. following a conversation that made them mad. My hands, stuff like this. It's showing up on my hands and won't come off. It's been there, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 days. I knew I wasn't going to be able to catch this on the inside. The peeling that was taking place on the inside is gone. Okay, do you see those little lines? Those are actually there. Look at my nail. Damn, did y'all just do that? You see that? You're removing the melanin from my legs. I'm gonna probably take pictures too because I don't think this is gonna capture it as well. But they've darkened my entire midsection. You can see some of the lighter spots up around here. You know, they're messing with the focus on the camera. Over here, there's like a bruise. I don't know why this is not showing on this camera. But they've been poisoning me for like 3 or 4 nights straight. My urine's been dark and everything. I wake up in bad shape. This burn mark is new too. Stretch marks, a bump. In old pictures, my arm was not in this condition. And for almost a week now, they were claiming that they were going to give me everything that they got. I suppose that meant poison. These things are trying to, I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do. I'm going to kill them for a long ass time. I don't play this shit. I do not play nobody playing with my body. These dark marks were never here. Those are attacks and a manifestation from how many people are plugged in to me. The more people that are plugged into you, the more DNA that's being stolen, the less the body functions like it's supposed to. So whereas these motherfuckers should be getting off me, more and more people are getting on me. Still, at this fucking, at this, point. Do you see how with the light on it only kind of appears as red?
Okay, I'm showing this way because right now everything else is locked up. So this is as good as it gets. And my phone screen just got darker.
She talks, but then she shows up online too. This is a female agent. She often shows up behind the door. Or behind the scenes, and she talks and she talks and she talks, but then she shows up online too. I'm just gonna give you an idea. Where is it at? I want to show you the type of mockery that they're making because they know that they're.
You have to read these comments. I'm going to give you the name of the video. It's under the targeted individual part 1 video. Her name is Alice.
Make sure you go back and read these comments too.
Alice, ALIX.
Because there's something in all of them.
Bethel. BLYTHE. Green icon. Oh, well, if you can't see it, well, you need to hear what I said.
Oh, that's not to me. Okay, so yeah, that's an example of how off she is, though. Right here. This is something that I've told you, or it's in videos that, like I said, have not hit the net. I have to argue on a just about daily basis, like with these aliens about my DNA, my family's DNA, my bloodline that they've put in aliens to make them human-like. This is covered in my complaint, but briefly, I guess maybe I'll do a video on DNA eventually. But yeah, this right here, that's a complete mockery. We're not from the same bloodline. This is an example of eugenics. So what she's regarding is eugenics. And like I said, we fight every day, not her and I, but me and the agents that are surveilling me. We fight every day about my DNA, my bloodline's DNA being removed, that I'm going to retrieve everything that's been used of ours. And honestly, it's a really simple task. You shut down supercomputers, there's no matrix. You remove the chips, there's no way to allocate for what's backed up. Like some of these agents have a backup plan. Like they're linked to a different system. But you remove the chip and there's nothing to hold what's been applied. So yeah, no supercomputer, no chip, no DNA theft, no eugenics.
And actually, I was trying to show you that the PowerPoint that I'm working on right now for my feature video, it goes into MetDNA, my DNA, a little bit more in depth. One last thing, I took some examples. I was trying to add it into this video at the end of the types of Photoshop, those things that are out here via app, some of the changes that you can make on your own. And then you have the government's technology, which is way more advanced. And I had examples of all of that, the extreme changes they can make in a photo. I also had the Avatar movie. When you look at the shooting of the movie, she has on a headset. That headset is similar to what they use to harass. Whatever this little box is that sits in front of the headset, you speak into it and it automatically converts speech into the sound and the tone that it's set to without effort. That headset also makes it easy to manipulate the identity. So, if they want to change the hair, change the structure, make it, the headset does it all. And I had a bunch of examples of that stuff and they didn't. Yeah, now they're keeping it from uploading.